Here we are going to discuss the hello student. Here we are going to see the here we are going to see the China aim to construct the world's first hybrid fission nuclear plants named Jingbu. The 100 megawatt project with a target Q factor greater than 30 would could become a reality by 2030. The Q factor is the ratio of energy produced to energy consumed in heating the plasma inside the fusion reactor. About the fusion fission hybrid reactor concept uses high intensity neutron flux produced by a fission reactor to drive a nuclear fission reaction and breed fissile fuel from fertile material design design contain a nuclear fusion reactor where deuterium and tritium nuclear are fused to form helium and a fast neutron surrounded by a blanket of fertile material like uranium 238 and thorium 232. Key striking feature of hybrid reactor capitalize on the advantage of the fusion fission decline design contain a nuclear fusion reactor core where the deuterium tritium nuclei are fused to form helium and a fast neutron surrounded by nuclear fission and fusion fission a split heavy atomic nuclear into light energy and neutron fusion light atomic nuclear combine to form a heavier nucleus releasing tremendous energy. Next part is here over 5.5 lakh affected few due to flood in the northeastern part of the India. The recent flooding and its magnitude have highlighted northeast India's vulnerability to flood. Region for flood vulnerability of the northeast India river instability. The Brahmaputra and the Barak river are braided and unstable in their reaches due to high sediment charge steep slopes, transverse gradients, geology. The entire area is a part of seismic zone. Periodical severe Earthquakes are also a factor of river instability. Hydrometeorology. The drainage area of Brahmaputra and Barak in the India is subjected to cyclonic storm originating in the Bay of Bengal, particularly in the later part of the monsoon season. Climate change, although overall rainfall is decreasing in northeast, in northeast, in northeast, in northeast. Climate change, although overall rainfall is decreasing in northeast, in some area intensity of rainfall has increased. For example, in Assam district north of the Brahmaputra shown an increasing rainfall in the last 30 years. Drainage congestion due to heavy rainfall of short duration coupled with the high flow of level in the main river, rainwater is prevented from draining quickly into the river bed. Anthropogenic construction, encroachment of the river body, embankment, obstructing natural flow induce drainage congestion. Recommendation for enhancing flood resilience of Northeast India, increase the river water holding capacity by dragging flood flood zone of a river according to flood frequency, set up modern weather station in the upstream catchments of all dam in the northeast, a strength flood protection a structure currently most are very old, afforestation and rejuvenation of the wasteland. Page the page the recommendation for enhancing flood resilience of Northeast India. First one is the increase the river water holding capacity by dragging. Next is a flood zoning of a river according to the flood frequency. Third one is a set of modern station in the upstream catchments of all the dam in the northeast. A strength flood protection structure currently most are very old. Afforestation and rejuvenation of the wetland. Let's recommendation for enhancing flood. First is the increasing the river water holding capacity by dragging. Increasing the river water holding capacity by dragging flooding zone of a river according to the flood frequency and set up modern weather station in upstream catchments of the all the time in the northeast. A strength flood protection structure currently most are very old. Afforestation, rejuvenation of the wetland, afforestation and rejuvenation of the wetland. A strength flood protection structure currently most of the very old. A strength flood protection structure currently most are very old. Set up modern weather station in the upstream catchments of all dam in the northeast flood zone of a river according to the flood frequency, increasing the river water holding capacity by dragging, increasing the river water holding capacity by dragging flood zoning of a river according to the flood frequency, set up modern weather station in the upstreaming catchments of all the time in the northeast, a strengthening flood protection structure currently most are very old, afforestation and rejuvenation of the wetland. Next topic is India to build a first ever indigenous polar research vision. To achieve this, MO, to achieve this, an MOU was signed between the Garden Rich Shipbuilders and Engineer Limited, Norway, Kongsberg, Oslo, marking an important milestone for India's shipbuilding sector. GRAC Kolkata is a premier warship building mini Ratna category company under the Ministry of Defense. Polar Research Vehicle. About it is a ship that serves as a platform for researchers in the polar region around the North and South Poles. Purpose equipped with the latest scientific equipment enabling exploration of the ocean depth, a study of the marine ecosystem, significance of indigenous PRV for India, indigenous need PRV would serve the requirement of National Center for the Polar and Ocean Research, Goa, who will use it for the research activity, support existing scientific mission in Antarctica, Maitri 1989 and Bharati 2011, and in the Arctic Himadri 2008. Uh, Cater to geopolitical and geo-economic dynamic of the region, significance for India to assert presence and interest in the uh, in the in the region in the region. Complement existing maritime vision, the Sagar security and growth of all in the region. Sagar stand for security and growth for all in the region. Sagar stand for security and growth for all in the region that leverage India's vast coastline, a strategic location, maritime heritage. Mahasagar, Mahasagar stand for mutual and holistic advancement for security across the region for holistic maritime engagement. Sagarmala stand for Sagarmala under the Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterway, which is a key pillar of the Maritime Amrit Kal Vision 2047. Maritime Amrit Kal Vision seek to place India among the top five shipbuilding nation by 2047. Climate research, oceanography, and polar logistics. Culture and identity. Move follow local demand to bring Ladakh under the sixth schedule for greater constitutional autonomy. Refer to the geographical key pillar of the recent rules and regulation. 85% government job reserved for the local. Definition of the local is provided under the domicile certificate rules 2025. The reservation is in addition to the current 10% reservation for economically weaker section and reservation for Bomain in the LADH reserve one third of the seat for Bomain in the Ladakh Autonomous Hill Development Council. Autonomous Ladakh Autonomous Hill Development Council of Leh and Kargil through rotation, language and culture protection, English, Hindi, Urdu, Bhoti and Porgi. Made official language, institutional backing for promotion, Sina, Brokscut, Balti, Ladakhi,